Alright, hello everyone. So, Echoes of Angmar. This is like the third or fourth attempt, it feels like. Let's hope this will be the final one for the Guardian.
Good.
So,
You are awake.
I'm not gonna be uploading the previous attempts to YouTube, that's for sure, but we will easily break through it, the introduction in 1 hour. And then we're gonna need to send over some stuff, and then we'll take it from there. So, this is the private server of the Lord of the Rings online. It's the very first of its kind. And it's... it has only up to book 11? Or is it 10? It's on 9 now. We have Evandim, so I think it's yeah, okay, let's just say book
To have everything you need.
10 or 11. Which means a few things. The first thing it means we don't have the skills we really want on a Guardian, which means I'm not going to be enjoying it that much. Not to its fullest, because I think the Guardian with overpower is essential and very fun to play. Now this is not going to be like that. We are just going to be like tanking out in the open, which is going to suck. I should probably have changed weapons there, but I didn't. I don't think I can change in combat, can I? I can. They changed that, I remember, I believe. So, like I said, it's probably gonna take about an hour to do the introduction. I'm gonna be doing all of the missions there, all of the quests. We will be doing some very easy ones in Bree. And then we're gonna be moving over to Ered Luin, where we're gonna be doing the dwarf starting quest line. That will bring us all the way from Thorin's Hall to Gondamon eventually. And that's pretty much where we left off on our first Guardian try. Now I do have a few other projects in mind. I would like to make a champion, and I would really like to make a captain. We already have a captain at level 6, so I might just pick up the pieces from that one, but we will see. And well, the champion is even made. I don't even have a name for it right now. So I decided to skip the character creation here because, well, I know what I needed to do, and I needed to set up all of this because a customized UI, in my opinion, is so much personal than well, having having the default layout, which would mean the vitals would be up here in the left corner and over here, which looks ridiculous on the resolution I'm playing at, which is 1440p. So I would like to keep everything a little bit more compact like this, and it looks really nice like this. Not very happy with the map. I can upscale all of the components we see, but it becomes blurry. It was not meant to really upscale. So, Lord of the Rings Online is actually still active on a live version, of course.
Oh, it's been a foul day.
And I think you can level up all the way to like level 140 or 150. I don't know. I haven't been playing it for a long time. I played the game sort of religiously from 2007 to 2012. Then I stopped. And I joined, I came back again in late Rohan with Erebor raid, sort of. And I played through the early patches of
Leave me.
What's it called, Helm's Deep. And in Helm's Deep they sort of changed how tanking works, in my opinion. Instead of being more threat-based, it felt like made it just more force taunt based. So they sort of just, it felt like they removed the skill required to be a good tank to something everybody could do, and I personally just couldn't take that, so I left, and I haven't logged in ever since really. The only time I logged in after that was during the transfer, when we had to leave Snowborn and transfer over to another server, so I had to get my business in order and transferred over. And since then I've been standing in Winterhome ever since.
What is this world
I have a couple of thousand days offline right now. At level 95 or something. Or 105, I don't know.
So Brackenbrook would not listen. Your skills are lacking.
So, yeah. I have, but in the base game I do have a lot of knowledge at least, so. But it's gonna take some time to remind myself of all that.
How can I be of service?
Let's see, sweeping. Last time we did this, we forgot to actually grab sweeping here. So, let's grab that. So yeah, like I said, we are missing a lot of skills here. We don't have overpower. We don't have stagger.
I believe you are ready.
We don't have brutal charge because brutal charge is in Moria, I think. We don't have a few bleeds. We do have To the King actually. It's a legendary one. We have we don't have Into the Fray. We don't have Shield Wall. We don't have Force Opening, which every Guardian knows is kinda an essential skill in order to do some proper DPS uptime. So yeah, bit of a shame. You're gonna have to build around like shield the DPS here.
What can I do for you?
So yeah, but it's gonna be fine. I mean, I'm not that worried. It's just that I'm sort of ruining the experience. I could easily have just let it be like now. No, actually, I could easily finish this intro, and then I could just let it sit there on like level 5 or 6, whatever it will be, and then just wait for them to eventually patch up to book 12 where we get all of this stuff. Assume they would ever do that, but that's the thing, there's no guarantee for it. So I guess that's why I'm sort of doing it right now, instead of like leveling a champion or a captain. But I've also seen a lot of captains around. It's a bit weird. Oh yeah, and they have been limiting us kind of hard right now in this beta phase. This is actually only possible to level up to level 24 in this beta, and you can only level up to what's it called in crafting only to tier 2. You can only master tier 2, I believe, and that's it. Then you can't do anything more. So they did that last night, and I can personally understand that they limited the gold cap and everything a little bit more, so otherwise people would be like, well, they would just be stockpiling, making everything a breeze whenever they get to level beyond the level 24. But we are gonna have great barrows available. The only problem is we are not gonna have the available skills that I would use for tanking. We are getting heavy armor at 15. We're gonna be checking that out. But let's see what's called. We are not getting challenged until like level 25 or 26 or something. And I kind of would like to have a force taunt in a dungeon. Especially since we don't have the threat stance, which is of course level 45 from the legendary pages. Or is it from the class quest? I cannot remember really. It might be from the class quest to get that. You have Challenge of Darkness. which is a big 360 AoE force taunt, which is really nice. You also have to the king. You have the threat stance. And is there anything else really? Not that I remember. I think there's one more, but I can't remember. Let's kill this one. I'm not sure why we have a hatchet in here. It seems kind of poor. So I was actually playing Guardian the most out of my characters. I actually started out as a hunter back in 2007. I was leveling hunter up to level 15 on the trial version, which lasted 7 days, and had lots of fun. Really, it was a huge amount of fun. And because it was my first MMO, it was so much to learn. It was so great.
Hello there.
And
Do something for me.
then I bought the game, and the first thing I noticed is that I had been playing my trial on a US version of the client. So I had to fix that and make sure I was on the Europe version, which means I ended up on Snowborn. I made a hunter, of course, and just because I had so much fun with the last one. And I played that one up to level 34, where I had been mistreating it so badly that I ended up in Western Troll Chance without any money to repair and a broken bow, and I couldn't do anything. I mean, I pretty much pretty much ruined my entire character. So after that, I sort of just abandoned that one, made a captain, and then I just leveled that one. So I played captain. I played captain very much all the way up to Moria, I believe. And in Moria,
Greetings,
I
friend.
still played captain in Moria. But sometime before Filical came, I made a burglar. And the burglar I played all the way to I would say Enid White, actually. And then I stopped, and then I made a Guardian, which just stuck with the old for the rest of the game. I played pretty much, and it was great fun. I think we are bugged visually for some reason. It doesn't seem to affect us, it's just a visual bug. Maybe we'll be fixed once we enter here. No.
What is this world coming to? Stay and hear me out.
Let's go for that. Inside here.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
3 quests, that's right. We are missing 1. That one we missed last time we were doing this.
Could I speak with you a moment?
So I don't really know how long this game will last for me. I mean, right now, like I said, we are in beta phase. Next phase, they will unlock up to level 34 and unlock Garden. And after that, it will unlock Foreigners, I believe, and I don't know to what level. 44? Nah, I don't know. But of course, a lot of this, what I play right now, is being run on pure nostalgia. If that fails, then we'll see what happens. That will remain to be seen. But I will try to make this character all the way up to 24 eventually. And then just park it. We will do some great barrows and such, of course, but tanking is not going to be the same without challenge. If I lose aggro, I believe I cannot get it back. Without the DPS stopping and me just starting to do some damage. And that is going to be kind of boring.
This is intolerable. Will you let me speak my piece?
Alright, here we go. So we're gonna be heading over to all blood tusks straight away. And then see. We don't need to do the boar meat right now. Because we need to go back to Archet anyway for that. And we're gonna head over to John Brackenbrook first. And collect some berries. Come on, where are you? Well, of course he's not here. He might be back very soon though, so let's kill some of these. And keep an eye down there. So throughout the years of this game, I think they've done some really poor decisions when it comes to development. For example, Hope Gear. For those who doesn't know that was also called Radiance Gear eventually. And it sort of was a requirement. You needed this in order to pull off some raiding. And it lasted through Moria, and it lasted up to through Shadow of Mirkwood as well. No, was it Siege of Mirkwood? Probably Siege of Mirkwood. And it sort of sucked. Because you were suddenly bound by a certain set, and that was it. There was no diversity. You needed this set in order to actually raid. And it was just a very simple design and really poor. The second thing, legendary weapons. It was probably fun in Moria, but it got old very fast. They released a new patch with 5 more levels, then you suddenly had to upgrade it completely, start over from scratch. They add a first age weapon, then you had to restart as well and upgrade it with the first age from your second age. And it was just an endless farm for your weapon, and it was just really annoying in the end. I think they changed it after I left, after Helm's Deep, but I don't know. It was just really really sad, because I think with the legendary weapons they sort of removed the need of actually grinding or farming for actual weapons to be using. Like right now you can be farming Free Cutter, for example, as an offhand if you're a champion or a main hand, and stuff like that. You would actually have to go out there and maybe craft your weapons, farm your weapons, stuff like that. Back then you sat with a weapon, you leveled it. And yeah, I think I prefer this way. I think that's why I said why I like the way in New World are doing it, because you actually can grind your weapons that you want and most of your gear, depending on which what they are. There we go. Let's see here. Should I use one of these? Let's use one of them. And this one we're gonna place over here. Okay. Oh yeah, and they actually acknowledge, the devs acknowledge that, yeah, you know what, Hope gear, Radiance gear, bad decision. We are just going to remove it and never think about it ever again, pretty much. And that was a good move, but then we were stuck with skirmishes. The skirmishes was also a bit of a lazy design, in my opinion. I was not a huge fan of it. It didn't feel like a dungeon. And it just felt like not a very thought out content, in my opinion, and it just became extremely boring too after you had to grind the same dungeon over and over and over, pretty much. Well, the same skirmish. For gear and such, which also kind of was also kind of boring. There was a time in the game where you didn't get anything new. You just had to you just had old recycled content all over, and that also was kind of sad. So if you did farm it, if you farmed Great Barrows at 75, you were back farming Great Barrows or Sandbrook back at 85, and then you just kept going like that. So yeah, I think the devs have done some really poor decisions back in the days. That would be Turbine.
Tell me what you need or move along.
I'll take the sword, please. Nice. Right, so now we need to head over to the hunting lodge. So we're just gonna be trying to get to level 10. Once we are in the tutorial, we'll do some easy, just talk to these missions in the Coombe and the Staddle, and then we are going to head over to Thorin's Hall. I'm gonna need to do a relog over to Captain, send over some stuff. I need to remember to send over some silver we have so I can afford sending it. So otherwise I cannot get everything over here that I want, and I want most of the stuff I have. So yeah. Once we have the berries, then we should really head back to or how do we do it? Yeah, if I level up now, beyond the bulwarks will become grey. And if I remember, that meant it gave less XP. But I think maybe in this version it doesn't mean it does. But I don't know. I want to remember that grey was like horrible for XP. Take weather top. Now that is something I haven't seen in a long time. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that one instead. And we're gonna take these and hand the one in over here.
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
Could I speak with you a moment?
Greetings. Might I take a moment of your time?
Okay, we're gonna head over and do the spiders right now. I think that would be the best thing. And then we'll see. And yeah, friend list is bugged. So I'm just gonna be running all the way down to the missing hunter. And then we're gonna kill 5 spiders and then we're gonna head over to Archet. Now sadly I cannot enter Archet from this way. I think in the live version you can. Which would have sped this up kinda a lot. Or can you enter it actually if I do some... no, I don't think so. I will be... no, I can. But... let me try that, but I don't think it will work. It seems I'm not the only one who is struggling with misses and such. That's one. That is... well, not two actually. There. I don't have my block stance as well. Wait, is there only 4? Yeah, we're missing one. There might be a spinner nearby or trapper. And there we go. Let's loot. Okay, I'm gonna try this, but I don't think it will work. I don't remember this will work at least. I'm gonna try to get over because I cannot enter here. Or can I? Nope. What about over here? I cannot enter here too. Actually, if I enter there, I'm stuck. No, and I cannot. No, it doesn't work. Then we're gonna take the long way around. Ambush there. Is ambush hostile actually? No, they are not. Let's see here. So Spider Slayer. What does this give? Set reward. Honor. Brigand is justice. Loyalty is pretty good. Charity, I don't know. So we can only expect the server to crash now and then. It's normal. I mean, we are in early stages of beta after all. Little monster. We are gonna hit level 5 here. So let's buy some skills. We're gonna get vexing, I think. Or are we getting that at 6 maybe? I don't know. But we are gonna get the block stance, which will be nice.
How can I be of service?
Thank you. Now we have 2 quests here. Should definitely be enough to level.
What can I do for you?
What do you need?
Thank you. And shoulders. And then this way.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, we're not gonna buy those. Don't need instruments. Let's see. That one and that one. If I would keep playing on the live services, it wouldn't have changed how threat works. I don't know if I would. I mean, I might have actually. But I heard they added something called Essence Gear after that, and apparently that was horrible. They sort of were like, you know what? Your players are right. The legendary weapon system is a bit too grindy. We're gonna fix that, and we're gonna implement another farm in the game called the Essence Gear, which is gonna be just as grindy, but it's gonna be worse. That's sort of the version I've been told. I mean, I understand the idea behind you can tailor your character now after how you would really like to play. You have a lot more options to how you want to build it. I just think the execution is a bit poorly. Every game needs to have a grind, however. Did I take the... Yeah, I took the bad way around. Or maybe not. So we just need a satchel. We're gonna take one of the altars, or... Yeah, I think altars inside. Over here. And then we're gonna kill 6 of them, and then we're gonna be heading over to the last mission. And then we're gonna be doing some other missions, and once we are done with those and we are in Thorin's Hall with all of the missions ready, then I'm gonna be logging over and see if I can what's it called? See if I have all of the items we need for the crafting quests. That's gonna give us a little bit of an edge when it comes to XP. Hello, champion. So this version is a bit harder than live. They sort of revamped all of the starting areas back on live. This was some time now ago, years, and they made it more of a solo experience, and for good reason too, because we have been when we were actually questing in Ered Luin around Gondamon, we kind of realized that yeah, maybe it wasn't such a bad idea at all, but it just became too easy in my opinion, and now it's just sort of too hard almost. Thank you. How does this look like? Well, we're gonna be using a dagger. I don't really want to, but this one is really nice. Thank you. Come on, there we go. Miss, miss, miss. Everything's a miss. There we go. Alright, let's take this. I don't think we get any XP for taking this though. We just discover a deed. Which means we're probably not gonna have to return here eventually. If we need a deed. We got 2 more we're gonna kill. We're gonna grab them on the way out. Oh. Yeah, we do have some power issues. Yeah, I don't think we need idealism. But I think we can also grab this fairly easy, if I remember. I remember this one is in Shitwood. That one I don't remember. These or I know this one, the obelisk. It's out in the swamp, and there's one more out in the swamp. Then I don't really know where the rest is. Isn't one in the Western Brieffields? No, I don't think so. Oops. I was about to miss this one now.
Greetings. Could I speak with you a moment?
Let's take that one. None of these we need. And none of those. No. I think we are ready.
Eogan and the Black Walls renew their efforts to secure Mundo Sackville Baggins for the ominous Black Riders.